Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Home of Politics. It's my pleasure to have you today. If you are here for the first time, remember to subscribe, like my videos, send me your opinion in the comment section. Also remember to like. Don't forget to turn on the notification button so that you remain updated. Ladies and gentlemen, right now the politics of Kakamega County, it is on fire because we have three prominent leaders who are racing for one gubernatorial seat come 2027. These leaders are the sitting governor, this is called Fernandez Barasa. We also have the famous Senate of Kakamega, this is Senator Khalwale, and finally we have this Cleophas Malala, who previously in 2022 was a competitor of Governor Fernandez Barasa, but he was defeated by a lot of votes, and so they look to be very committed to have that seat, but there is a lot to do in the ground. Before we go further, we have seen this Senator Khalwale having that ambition of becoming a governor come 2027, but do you know he was one of the people in 2022 who wanted to vie as governor, but he decided to step down to give this Cleophas Malala a chance, but he lost it. We see he is sticking to that objective come 2027.
I am the one who introduced Musalia to the Luya constituencies. He had no idea where the constituency of Baranga Butula is. He had no idea. I scratch your back in 2013. In 2027, you scratch my back. Would that be too much to ask of Mudavadi? I'll tell Wetangula. Oparanya alikuambia uwezi kanyaka Kakamega in 2015. Wewe ulikuwa unataka kuambia Waluya Muliro Garden kwamba you want to be president. Oparanya ni ambakana. Nisi mukana basaza balangwa Ikolomani Express. Nikarudisha Wetangula katseneti. Wetangula, whether you hate me or you don't, I made you senator and you recovered your career. I did, and it was not me. Let me tell you the secret. It's because nakatoka now senjira kumabeka ka Michael kijana wa Malwa. So I will tell him, I'm not asking for too much. Onyambe, Governor of Kakamega. Would that be too much?
My good people, his winning or his popularity as an aspirant in this race of becoming a governor 2027 fully depends on the support of the CS Musalia Mudavadi and the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula. If things might go wrong, then it means this senator is doomed, because right now he is telling us that he supported these two leaders for the national politics, and right now it is their time to support him in the local politics. How? This was done in very many ways, because Khalwale has just explained to us how he supported leaders like Moses Wetangula, Mudavadi in different regions, because they were not going there in an easy way, but he did his way, even to join UDA and bring back the influence of UDA in Western region, which was not a popular or famous political party. And so right now he says, scratch my back, I scratch yours. And now that he had scratched their backs, they have to scratch his back right now, because he needs their support. If this can backfire, then it will have a very bad impact, because he depends on their support. Bearing in mind that the sitting governor is very powerful right now, because ODM, it is famous in the ground, it is unshakable, and this governor is the first time in the office, and he will go there for the second time, and so the competition is very high. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can just compare their popularity and see who is very popular than the other. If we can see the sitting governor, Fernandez Barasa, he is very popular. He is under ODM party. ODM party is the strongest party in Western region, but right now, even the residents, they seems to give full support to this governor and his project, and more probably he can come in 2027 again and defeat his competitors because of the support that he is being given by the ground. Then we see the chances of this sitting governor to win the 2027 elections are very high because come in the previous post he won the elections by big numbers of votes. And if the two competitors, this is Boni Khalwale and Cleophas Malala, were combined in the same ticket, meaning this Senator Khalwale was giving full support to this Cleophas Malala, but they did not manage to beat this governor, then it means the chances of his survival is very high in the 2027 politics. Well, let us see about Boni Khalwale. Boni Khalwale is a popular senator. He has a support in the ground. But the time when he stepped down for Cleophas Malala in 2022, he was almost losing his popularity, but fortunately, he secured the seat of a senator. And so, being a person who will unseat the sitting governor will be very difficult. And finally, to this Cleophas Malala, who is under the another party, he came out of UDA, and right now he joined the Rigathi Gachagwa's camp. Right now, it will be very difficult for him to unseat this sitting governor because he came the second in the previous election and he was defeated with big numbers, with about 50,000 votes. It was very, very big numbers. And so, even if in the ground he had popularity, then we can see that removing the sitting governor will be a problem because already he has a lot of support from the ground. And so, if maybe we can see their weaknesses and their strength, depending maybe on their performance, the time when they were in the office, that's the scorecard that will make them to be very competitive. Already the sitting governor is really performing and people are satisfied with what he is doing. Boni Khalwale is popular and he's also doing his work very well as a senator. But this other Cleophas Malala is doing campaign and grassroots consultation very, very much day and night. But during the time when he was in office, he did not do anything, and so that scorecard will tarnish his name there. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing it as a three horses race, and everyone is really wanting this seat. But to be sincere, the seat will be tough to access it for Boni Khalwale because of several reasons. One thing we know about this seat is that right now Fernandez Barasa, the sitting governor, will not let it go like that because he wants to enjoy the second term issues so that he can also run for the second term. We see right now Senator Khalwale is doing very okay with his seat as a senator, but his calculations for future politics as a governor will not be on a silver plate. This is because of the competition. And so, my good people, if we can see the party that is very strong right now in Kakamega County, it is ODM. And that is the ODM party that the sitting governor is in it. We see Khalwale is really pleading with Moses Wetangula and Mudavadi to help him establish his base or his support in the ground. But the two leaders have not yet responded to the sentiments that Khalwale just made. It means that the support in the ground of this Khalwale depends with the support that will be given from these national leaders. This is Wetangula and Mudavadi. For God's sake, if they can respond negatively or if they will not show any interest in the support of Boni Khalwale, then he is doomed because the popularity is not the way he is expecting, or his popularity does not translate to the votes or support in the ground. It is very difficult for him. While he is still in the Senate, people are really satisfied with what he is doing, and we see right now UDA leadership in Western region, it's not very strong because we have some of the leaders who are supporting the government, others are joining the Tawe movement and that camp of Rigathi Gachagua, and so it means the unity of leaders from that Western region to back up the gubernatorial bid of this Senator Boni Khalwale can be very, very difficult because few will support his movement, few will be divided to follow that one of Cleophas Malala, while the other will remain constant with that one of ODM to support this Fernandez Barasa. The incumbent strength right now is in ODM because we see the sitting governor is defending his position very much and he is very determined that he will go there for the second term. While for Khalwale's case, right now he is like gambling. He's not sure whether he will defeat this sitting governor or he will not defeat him. This is because if his success 100% depends on mobilization from Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, then he has a lot of work to do. Same way to this Cleophas Malala, who is right now in DCP. His mobilization, though he has started recently, but measuring on the scorecard that when he was in the public office, he did not do anything that pleased the people, then that race will not be favorable to him. But as a political analyst, I would have advised this Senator Boni Khalwale to stick with his seat as the senator because no one will beat him in that seat. Why? This is because during 2022 general elections, the two, this is Cleophas Malala and Boni Khalwale, together with the support of other UDA leaders, together with the support of, I don't know, Wetangula, Mudavadi, all campaigned for Cleophas Malala. But surprisingly enough, he did not manage to get that seat of being a governor. What about right now? The two who are supporting each other in the same party are divided. Everyone wants the same seat. Do you think they will succeed and sitting the sitting governor? It will be very difficult because right now Fernandez Barasa has just learned a lot of weaknesses and strength of the two leaders, because being the one who is sitting right now, he is defending his second term. He has learned the weakness of this Boni Khalwale. The same time, he knows how to handle Cleophas Malala. Another thing we just had the other day when DCP party with Cleophas Malala went to Kakamega to hold their rallies, the comeback was very, very explosive because Governor Fernandez Barasa just said that the rubbish that these people are coming here telling us about other political parties and bringing issues to do with the tribalism is not okay, which means he has already singled out Cleophas Malala with his team who are moving around the nation doing campaigns and mobilization, and so he knows how to handle Cleophas Malala, and to him, he will beat him. He will not have a hard time to beat Cleophas Malala. And so, my good people, if the energy of those two competitors had been combined, but they did not manage to unseat this this governor, what will happen in future? Then it will be very difficult. Another character that is making this to be very difficult for Boni Khalwale, he is very confrontational, and that is what is making most of his supporters in the ground to avoid maybe positioning him on a top seat, because his character as a confrontational person is making him to look like he's aggressive. When an issue explodes, he is there ready to attack, and he is not there ready to defend or maybe to solve a problem in a silent or on another manner that can avoid conflict. He just attack you directly there and there and is ready to respond. And so with the other things that are making this to be difficult for this senator, yes, he can be equal to the task, but he's gambling right now. If he is really determined about having the gubernatorial seat 2027, then he should just run for a senator this 2027. Then after this, Fernandez Barasa has finished his 2 terms in 2032, then it will be very simple for this Boni Khalwale to get that seat come in 2032, because he will not have a tough competitor, a tough competition in the ground, just like in 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the 3 competitors who are just targeting the same position? Give me your ideas in the comment section. If you support Cleophas Malala with Rigathi Gachagua and the DCP party movement, tell me in the comment section. If you are here supporting Boni Khalwale with his ambitions to become a governor, you can tell me what you think about him. And if you are here again, supporter of ODM, you love Fernandez Barasa, tell me what will be the rest like. Tell me. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.